Anderson keeps having way too much, there's way too much Predator tech in this. He keeps throwing these new things towards, and having too many monsters show up in a single scene. How about when that guy is, he has the two guns, he's down in the tunnel, and he looks at one alien and then said, yeah, I'm gonna kill you, just come on and get me, and then another one shows up next to him, and then another one on the... So what? That isn't effective. I mean, maybe have one show up or something. I mean, it's not like you need to have a lot of aliens for them to be scary. It's not like the Predators need to have a ton of new technology to be impressive. If you don't think you can do a good job without kicking it into overdrive like that, then maybe you shouldn't be making the movie. In fact, maybe the movie shouldn't be made at all. And I also, of course, have to address, they have a human and a Predator working together in this. This happens some in the comics as well, and elsewhere. It is just a bad idea. The moment these creatures lose their mystique, the moment we get to look at them for a certain amount of time and get used to them, they're no longer effective. This happens with the slasher killers as well. When you make enough movies, sooner or later, we're just used to, that's how they roll. It just doesn't keep being effective, and in this, actually having a Predator work with an alien, I get how it works. She killed the alien, she saved his life, and still, it just, I mean, when you see it use sign language to say that it's a bomb, that's one of the most embarrassing things you've ever seen a Predator do, Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wow. I get it. It's because the humans have to be a central part of the story, and they're not. It just isn't that good of an idea, I mean, in this one, they aren't even battling for, control of Earth, it's not like some kind of... It's just... Okay, the aliens can't get to the surface because, they might be able to tolerate the extreme coldness, whatever, and if they get to civilization, we're screwed. I get that. Once they are dead, there isn't really, and it's not like the Predator really badly needs help. Well, okay, maybe it does in this movie, but it shouldn't. If the Predators don't take enough care to make sure that people don't screw with their setup, when the humans pick up the shoulder cannons, then how exactly are they keeping the aliens under control? I mean, the Queen didn't have that much trouble getting loose in this movie. How aren't all of their planets already overrun? I mean, in Alien, it is suggested that the aliens aren't indigenous to that planet, so they can travel through space. The infamous space jockey, so I personally wouldn't be, playing with fire that kind of way. and we also get way too much insight into the alien, I mean, why they do what they do. Again, I guess it's, well, in this case, it's because they don't think that we can handle not knowing every single answer. And yes, maybe people, after watching some of these movies, come up with answers. But if they're good questions, why do you care? I mean, if people are not watching them just because they don't find out everything, then I'm sorry, wake up, welcome to storytelling. When you're telling a story, you're not supposed to go into every single last detail. You can't. Imagine if every time you heard a story about some people who also found out what their parents were like, and their parents, because it's all facts, you know, it's all part of the information. That's not what a story is. A story is a small snippet of an overall, you know, it's not just, it starts and then it ends and absolutely nothing happened before or after. That, well, some stories are like mythology and such, but if you tell people absolutely everything, they might leave not having any questions unanswered, but I don't think that they're as satisfied as those who do leave with interesting questions. I think that is the whole point of any kind of expression, you know. It makes people feel and or think. If we're told what to feel and think, we don't leave satisfied. Anyway, an example is that the aliens, you know, when they stop running towards, not Scar, what's it called? The one that was caught in the net. Grid. The alien Grid. We don't just see it run away from the Predator and then later see it turn up at the alien queen, because that would mean that we could think maybe it ran away because it could see that they were getting overpowered by the Predator. And then when it shows up at the Queen, we can further theorize, or maybe it just wanted to help out the Queen and could see that there was nothing here. That leaves us with two theories, and we can think, and we can, you know, we can argue for the theories. We can try to figure out which we like best, which we think fits the most. But, as it is, the movie just tells us, nope, the alien Queen called it back, and it ran back to the alien Queen. You know, we're finding out too much. And then it growls and snarls orders at them, and they're standing there like puppet troops. And, you know, then it's, I mean, I get that they're using the acid to make it escape. Not that that was Anderson's own idea. You know, he quite obviously ripped that off. And just, it's just much more effective when we don't know everything. We also don't need to see so much of the Predator, you know, them approaching, and I get that that was set up and build up and such, but look at Predator. Look at the setup and build up there. We hear little noises. Maybe we see a sort of rustling in a tree, and it's the jungle. It's like everything around you is alive, you know? It's that kind of thing of, did I just see something? Because we've already all experienced that. But when we're just seeing straight out, you know, technology, it just isn't as effective. Anyway, those were my thoughts on Alien vs. Predator. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.